first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Tua now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Tua now on first down. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And the Vikings first down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the 9-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on third and inches. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's good.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. This is Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The handoff to Chris Carson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Wilson sacked.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers nothing.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Carlson set to kick off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And hang on here because the running back, Chris Carson, yet to get up after that play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackle made by
well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And able to find Dorsett. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talking about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On play action, here's Tua. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Yet it brings up 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
A 58-yard attempt.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Oh, good. That keeps the score Vikings.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. On the slant, this is Chark. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Leonard Fournette, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
53, check 53.
They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle, Dorsett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 right at the 40. Throwing is Wilson, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
53, check 53.
Again, it's Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll go with a big bank for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Fournette. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Again, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Miles Jack. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At their 49.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the pass. 53 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted by the Vikings.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 10th carry now for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Operating from the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
The 43-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Wilson, rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
53, check 53.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson, forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you're talking about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being